And all of you, we all have best friends, right? But for me, I started to learn to develop that skill of developing great friendships early on in my business. And you always got to think about your 5. Like, you should always be waking up with those 5 people on your mind every morning. And when you go to bed every night, it should be the last people you talk to. And when you have someone that doesn't like cooperate maybe, or they're not like paying attention, or they're not like being hungry, it's okay. Eventually you're going to replace that person with another one. And as soon as you developed a large leader in your business and you built them to, we'll say, millionaire status, they're not part of your 5 no more. You have to like move on. You've got to like now find other people to come into your 5. It's crazy because when I think back to like, I mean, a lot of you are wondering, like, how do you really build like huge leaders, like long-term in the company that you're with? And I got to say, I got off the phone with customer service on my drive over here, and I haven't looked at the numbers for a long time. I don't really pay attention to them. And customer service was telling me that I've personally sponsored 68 diamond directors and above.
Wow.
Personally. So I've developed those at millionaire status. I think I've sponsored like 770 people total in my journey. But because I keep them in my 5, and you know, if you're in my 5 right now, you already know. Like, you can put that in the chat, in our private chat right now. Who are my 5? Everybody hears me on my Zoom calls right now, right? Because I talk about their names all the time, right? But I mean, if you're in my 5, you're going to get all of my energy.
It's like a mentorship program.
Exactly. When you come out of my 5, then I'm going to replace you with somebody else. And when you're ready to become that person, the #1 top earner in our company right now is also someone that used to be in my 5. You know, and eventually they did better than I did. And I love it. I champion that. And that's what's going to happen for so many people. If you understand how this works in our industry, you're going to attract people that are better than you. You're going to attract people that are better at all the different aspects of building business, that even better than you are. And that's the key. Who are your 5?
So there's what I hear from this is there's different kinds of duplication. There's leadership duplication. There's event, big vision duplication. There's meetings, local meetings in your market duplication. Different ways that you can end up. What the ultimate goal is with all of these, what will assist you to go from dependence to independence? All of those do the same thing. So Jeff, how about you? Jeff Starr.
So I'm going to do something I might regret later.
Okay.
But I'm going to turn your skill on you.
Okay.
So my name is Jeff Steer.
Steer.
So we're going to do tell, show, try, and do.
Got it.
My name is Jeff Steer.
But it looks like Steyer.
It does. I heard
Steer.
it early. You called me out earlier, and I thought, oh, maybe the second time. It's okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Super excited to be here. For those of you who don't know me, which is probably about 40,000 of you, my name is Jeff Steer.
Steer.
Super, super excited. So for me, I was 25 when I started this business 7 years ago. And I was a full-time music teacher working crazy hours for not a whole lot of dollars. I had 2 other part-time jobs. I was a technician at a pharmacy, which I always say was my best job because I ended up marrying the pharmacist. And then I was 3 days a week in a church as a pianist and organist. Working 70-plus hours a week was not the life I signed up for. And so when I saw this business for the first time, when I saw network marketing for the first time, it had to work for me. And the funny thing is, 2013 to 2016, it really didn't work for me because everything that I was getting in terms of success was all me. Duplication was like the unicorn, you know, like the thing that you hear about in stories but never actually see for yourself. And the one thing that changed for me was, I would say it this way, it's better to hunt for whales than fish for guppies. Meaning, I was trying to get the people that needed this, not the people that wanted this. You talked about earlier, you know, if you're an 8, you're going to talk to the 7s and the 6s and the 5s, and they're going to talk to the... And so what would happen is I'd build this team of 12 or 24 or something, and it would fall apart. And I'd build it to 12 or 24 and spinning everybody's plates and doing everything. And then I realized, you know what? If I prospect up, so for all of you out there, if you have somebody on that chicken list you haven't called because you think that they might turn this down or it might not be for them, I encourage you to reach out because the people you're avoiding are the people that are going to help you to find that duplication, because you can have all the systems, all the tools, all the assignments, but if you have the wrong people, it won't grow. And so that was the big thing for me.
Love it, love it. Jeff Steer, everybody. Ashton.
Oh man, thank you so much for having me again. I think for me, when my business really took off, the duplication was with social media, showing other people how to recruit business partners on social media, and also how to get customers through social media using testimonies that our company produced. And that was just huge for me. You know, I had a post that, you know, went viral, so to speak. Had a ton of customers sign up. A ton of people wanted to join the business as well off of that post. And I just thought to myself, if I can get more people to do this simple step of just sharing a testimony or sharing someone else's success story, it would actually take off. And it actually did. I started teaching a couple of people what I was actually doing through promos and shout outs on social media. And it just took off like wildfire. You know, a ton of leaders started recruiting more people into their business and also getting a lot of customers. And that created that first burst of, you know, real true success in my business. You know, the first year, it was a grind, you know, always doing meetings, and it was all on me initially. Like, get one or two people that came on board and started duplicating the process of going out there and getting meetings done and recruiting people. But it really, really took off with social media. It's a really powerful tool. And I tell people all the time, if you're not on social media, you know, you're hurting your business, because so many people, you know, you go to a meeting, let's say you're in Miami or in Texas where you're having a meeting, there's only that group of people in that room. But you can post something on social media. Now you have thousands of people, eyeballs on that one, you know, post that you make to actually get new people interested in your products or services that you offer, and also for people that's looking to expand or people who are looking to add a different source of income to their life. So that was really huge for me in the initial onset of, you know, real true success and duplication within my organization.
Love it, love it. Dr. Bob.
Well, you know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on a plane from Boston to Detroit, right? Certainly not my favorite destination. And the plane is just shaking like crazy, you know? Oxygen masks drop. I see people grabbing those bags that they have on there you don't want to talk about or use. There's a guy across from me like this, and I look at the card in front of me, and it's crash position, and I'm sitting there thinking, you got to be kidding me. And then the pilot announces that they're going to make an emergency landing, and then we'll see what we do when we land, right? So we land in Washington, D.C. By the way, then I had a speaking gig the next day, so I had to basically stay at the airport, try to catch a 5 o'clock flight to go and do a speaking gig. And, you know, I think I had what you call golden handcuffs. I was trading time for money. I was trading a lot of time for a lot of money, and you might think that's a good trade. And finally, I just thought, you know what, maybe this isn't as good a trade as I thought. Well, I was watching my son succeed in network marketing. He's my sponsor. When he introduced me to the product, I can do due diligence on a product. I said, fine, it's a good product, but I will never, you can take this to the bank, I will never, never, never do network marketing. So then I watch him succeed and succeed and succeed, and one of the first gifts is the book, GoPro, right? So I read it, and I read it, and I read it, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a poser, right? So how do I go pro? And interestingly enough, the line that really stuck to me is the best promoters get promoted. And so, you know, I went to the first event, and, you know, I went all in. You know, I bought 5 tickets, and I had 5 people, the Fab Five. How fun is that? And then you said, okay, next year we have Sir Richard Branson, Tony Robbins, and if you want to commit to 100 and come up on stage and take a picture with me, I said, well, heck, I can sell 100 tickets, right? And that was a big 100-ticket package with those guys, but I bought it. And so here's the interesting thing. I still haven't mastered that. I haven't mastered anything. I'm pretty good at a lot of things, but I think I sold 72 tickets, right? So if they were $400 a pop, you multiply that by 28, that's what my ticket cost. But within that event, we broke our first diamond on the team, right? That big thing, which way more than paid for that first event. By the way, and you know, that diamond's gonna break a diamond and is a promotional partner and all that great stuff. So, you know, what duplicates is the campaign of promotion, and everything's a promotion, right? The next meeting's a promotion, the next Zoom's a promotion, the next Facebook Live's a promotion. Meetings make money, big meetings make big money. This is the biggest meeting in the history of the game. So, you know, everybody out there, you know, you can just kind of raise your hand and wave if you want to cash in. And, you know, Eric was telling me beforehand, I said, look, can I bring my notebook on stage? I want to duplicate what Jeff Roberti does, and that's take notes. And so $100 million earner, you know, he doesn't like to talk about money, but success does leave clues.
Yep. Let me tell you something. that I don't think I've even shared with you guys. A secret about duplication. Would you like to know a secret, everybody? A secret about duplication that most people don't know? Number one, duplication begins with a decision made by an individual. It's not made by a committee. It's not made by a group. It's not made by a company. It's made by one person, just like you, as one person deciding that you're going to create a duplicatable model within your group, your downline. So it starts with your decision, not your uplines, not your company, not your leader, not the big pin, you. That's number one. Number two, you're going to feel for a significant period of time like you're pushing a rock up a mountain. It's not going to be easy. Gravity's going to be working against you. Distractions are going to be working against you. You decide that you're going to do something. The universe is going to test you, and you're going to have to push the rock up the mountain by yourself. Even when people said they were going to do it with you, they're not most of the time. You're going to have to do it. And at some point, you'll get to the top and be able to push that rock off the other side, and it will go down easy. But just know, it's going to take longer than you expect to get the rock up the mountain. But if you make the decision that you're going to do it, one person who's made a decision is a majority. One person will cause the entire company and the entire organization to change their focus to your simplified method of doing things. And I would ask all the top leaders if that hasn't been their experience. I'll bet you it has been your experience as far as how you created the duplication that you've had within your organizations. That's the truth. The truth is, it's one person making a decision. You're going to push the rock uphill for a while. It's going to be frustrating for a while. You're going to be tired for a while. Your voice is going to be tired for a while. Your body's going to be tired for a while. And that is the price of leadership. That's the price that we pay in order to be able to change the world. So if you, every one of you watching this around the world, make a decision number one, and you're willing to push the rock up the mountain for a season, you can change your life, you can change your team, you can change your company. You can change the profession, but you've got to make that decision. Don't wait for somebody else to make it. All right, so I'm going to come back here. We'll go back around again. So, Mila, tell me one thing that a person could do to destroy duplication. What's something that you've seen people do where duplication was working and then, boom, duplication was gone?
It's a very good question, and I probably the one person who almost destroyed it. So I can talk from experience. It's being perfectionist. Oh my gosh. I remember when I just started building my team, I want everything to be perfect. I wanted to have a perfect presentations at the perfect time, at the perfect set, and everything has to be perfect. And what I have realized when I start actually teaching my team to do my way, they will look at me with the big eyes and they could not understand why I'm never happy with them, what else I expect from them. And it comes to the point when I actually realize that if I will keep asking them to do exactly what I expect them to do, being perfectionist, I will destroy my team completely. And I learned it big time. And it was one of the events in London, in fact, which was it was a bigger lesson for myself. We're supposed to have a first ever event with more than 100 people. And we're supposed to have 2 keynote speakers, myself and Armand Mourniaks, who you will hear in next few days. And he called me probably one day before event, and he said, "Sorry, Mila, I'm not coming." And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm new to the company. He's supposed to do the main part, and I'm supposed to just be there to support. Now I have to do event myself. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say. I was so shaking hands. Then I decided to, you know what? I have to let it go. I have to do my best. I will not be perfectionist. I will just get rid of this thought. I will just be there for people to serve them. And as soon as I did this, and I start talking with the people from the stage without being perfectionist, the magic has happened. And I seen like the eyes was sparkle, and people loved the way I made the mistake. They loved, because my English is not first language, and I found that people like this in me. So after that day, I have decided that I will never be a perfectionist in anything in my life, and I will just let my team be. Duplication is important, but you don't have to be there telling them your own way. They have to find their own way. Only then you will have a team who will be excited to do the business together, because we all so individual, and we're sharing and we're caring with our lives with the rest of the people. We have to respect us to be individual.
I love that. Denny, how can somebody screw up their duplication?
Well, what I often see is that people try to manage people instead of leading people. The only thing you can manage in your business is manage process. We lead people and we manage process, but I see so many people who try to make this volunteer army, and they try to force them into a different hole or that they don't want to be. And so it's always, about leading from the front. It's, as you always mention, it's not you go do, it's I do, we do, you go do. But I see so many people who try to whip their people, as if they own them or if they were their employer. And if people will follow people who are leaders. I always tell someone, I will not ask anyone to do anything that I'm not currently doing, have done successfully, and always, again, leading from the front. But you guys, be the person that other people are looking for. Be the leader that other people are looking for. And don't try to manage them, but manage the process so they can follow it. Make sure they've got a predictable process, that they have a clear path. Now, people don't necessarily want to be you. Some people look at this and think, oh my gosh, I can never be Jeremy. But they can do the steps that Jeremy has done to become successful. And once people can have the idea that I can do that, I believe the 4 most powerful words that will ever come out of our mouth are I can do that. Because until someone can believe it, they can't see it. And that's why it becomes, the do that becomes the pronoun that is pointing back to the I can do that. So once you can have that belief, but you've got to have that predictable process in place that you have managed correctly so that they can follow that path. But I think it's very clear to don't get those 2 things confused in your business.
Love it. Jeremy.
I got to say that when my sponsor, it was really directly connected with me for a bit. But honestly, when he wasn't available anymore, that was the biggest thing that I had to do, was step up. And I had to learn to duplicate what he had done. And I think that as I've done that with leaders throughout my organization, when I'm not there, they know, like my 5 I'm working with, they know I'm not always going to be there. I'm not always going to take their call. I'm not always going to be there for the next presentation. I'm not always going to be there for the next event. They're going to have to step up and do that. And I think that over time, I've learned throughout my business is now into a lot of different countries. And if you look at any specific area in my business, they all do business a different way. There's a different system. There's kind of a different way that they grow. But what the common part of it is that same part of you can't expect someone else to do anything that you're not willing to do. So you always have to be the leader and always have the drive, and you can't, if you're not on the phone and like casting out that positive energy to your key people, the ones that you're duplicating, then don't get on the phone that day. You know what I'm saying? They need to hear you on your game and be casting that vision, and then eventually they're going to do the exact same thing over and over, and this duplicates throughout your organization.
And the other way that I kind of think about this is you will hurt duplication if you stay connected to somebody too long. If you get too familiar, if you do everything for everybody, if you get all your needs met by being the Messiah, helping everybody in your organization, there's no oxygen for anybody else to be able to grow. There's no sunlight. You're taking all the sunlight. You're the one on the stage all the time. That'll kill duplication. You're the one getting all the accolades. That'll kill duplication. You got to make sure that you're not sucking all the oxygen out of the team, giving them space to be able to grow. Jeff.
So if you think about the Titanic, big ship, big problem. it hit an iceberg. And the reason it hit the iceberg is because they couldn't turn, oh, look at that, how nice. They couldn't turn the ship fast enough, and they hit it. And here's the problem. People in network marketing, they are always chasing the next big thing, the next system, the next, whatever. Buy this program for $29, this is gonna be it. And they go to their team and they teach them the next big thing, and then 2 weeks later, the next big thing. And a team is like the Titanic. It's a big ship. You have to give it time to move. If you just keep turning all over, you're gonna hit the iceberg. And I think the other thing to that is also everything that worthwhile takes time. So when you put a new system in place, I know you talked a lot about that today, you have to give it time to bake into the culture that you have on your team. You can't launch something new to everyone and then it doesn't duplicate in the first week and you go, well, this doesn't work. Let me go find the next thing. You have to find something that you believe is gonna work, introduce that thing to your leaders, bake it into your culture, and then give it some time. And if it doesn't work after a while, maybe you adjust. But I find that too often people are just chasing the squirrel, the next thing, and they never give their business the time to duplicate that they need.
Ashton, what do you think slows people's momentum down?
I would say reinventing the wheel, especially when something is actually working. A lot of times people, because of ego sometimes, want to be that person that starts something new. If you already have something that's have a track record of working, getting the results, success leaves clues, a lot of times that tends to slow down organizations because just like Jeff just said, introducing something new to an organization, it takes time for people to be able to grasp that. And then it sort of confuses the group as well because you might have something that's working for over a period of time and you introduce something new. People are confused because you're giving them so much different options.
Confusion is a killer, isn't it?
Exactly. So you want to make sure that you have something that's constantly producing results and not people trying to always change systems and processes that's already in place that's working, unless it's going to be simpler. But again, it takes time for an organization to be able to implement. It takes time for you to be able to teach somebody something. You teach, they to get the duplication out of them. And, once people get that out of the way, it's not about who comes out with the system. It's not about, who's the newest guy that's creating all this buzz. It's about creating duplication because what might work for you may not work for other people. But when you have something that's working for everyone, it's just a great way to continue building your business.
Love it. How about you? What do you think slows it down?
Well, not really getting the appropriate buy-in, or if you don't have it, not managing that appropriately. So, you've taught us about beta test, and you don't throw anything out group-wide until you have a pretty good idea that it's going to work. So you test with people that are good at testing, and they like to test, right? They like to dabble, they like to play, they like to innovate. And then you have a leadership call, and then you say, hey, here's what we found, here's how it works, right? This looks simple, I think it'll work, I think I can do it, here's the results we've seen. So the proof is in the pudding, and then you get the buy-in. Over time, I think I've gotten better at learning who's not buying in. Some people just aren't willing to change.
Who's dragging their feet? Who's contributing to the problem?
They might even be a stick in the spoke of the wheel.
Yeah.
And so ultimately, then we say, okay, you don't want to be a part of this. That's your deal, but please don't hold your team back.
Yeah.
Let's just start reaching down into depth. And that there's an art to it, and we learn from all of these great people, and every week we're part of the mastermind, and you talk about problems that come up, and then you see, oh, okay, these problems have been had by somebody, and here has been a very effective way to solve it. And then it's going to vary with the culture of your team, So one culture will solve it another will solve it another, but we have all the cultures represented. And that's the beauty of it, right? The power of the mastermind is good. And so getting buy-in and really getting a mastermind within saying, let's duplicate in this way.
Yeah, love it. All right, let's change up the energy a little bit. We got about 14 minutes. And if you got value, give these guys a round of applause so far. Give some value, give some love. All right. Make sure that you're capturing the notes. We got a little bit of time, so we're going to give each of you 2 minutes stand up. You got those 2 cameras to work to. Talk to 40,000 people. Give them a tip, an idea, a strategy on how they can go improve their network marketing careers.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Eric. Oh, a bit nervous. You know, what I would like you guys to remember, it's your decision. When you make a decision, stick to it. I remember myself when I was 19 years old, I made the biggest decision in my life. I left my hometown in Estonia, and I decided to go to London, to UK for the better lifestyle. I had no experience, I had no English, and I worked almost 1.5 years in McDonald's. By the way, I know everything about burgers and fast food, where I learned English. You know, I could not afford to fail because it was my decision. I could not afford to fail other people in my family members because they believed in me. And same in network marketing. When I was introduced to this profession, I have decided that I would like to be successful. I wanted to be successful no matter what, and I wanted to help other people. For me, it was never chasing the money. For me, it was chasing the dream to helping other people to become successful. And when you're making this decision, I know where you're now at the moment. I've been in your place where you're thinking, is this right for me? Is this good profession? Shall I keep watching this? And I know for some of you, it's early morning. You have all these doubts in your heads. But what's important, when you make a decision, stick to it. And I would like to give you one of my favorite quotes of Les Brown. Never allow other people's opinion to become your reality. It is your life. You own it. And your decision to become part of this beautiful profession will not just make you be free, but you're going to help thousands and millions of people all over the world to become financially free, to become stress-free, to become creators of the better lifestyle for entire planet Earth. Think big, act big, but make decision and stick to it. Thanks a lot. Love you all.
Okay, guys, get out your paper and your pencil. I'm going to leave you with this, the 4 Ps, all right? What are they? When you bring new people in, again, not only do you want to have a predictable purpose, a path for them to follow, always be remembering that, about that I can do that, the 4 most powerful words. My intent with a brand new person is always to, number 1, get them plugged in. Plugged into your system, plugged into your community. I want to get them plugged in. I want to get them, number 2, paid out. I want to help them get them paid out on their initial investment. Help them cash flow as quickly as we can, if that's something that they choose, that they want to do, that they're not just a consumer. Then the number 3 thing I want to do is I want to get them promoted. Let's really drill down and work on that core rank that you have. The faster that you can get them to core rank, they're going to start having some success. Plus, they're going to start feeling like they are responsible and want to help other people succeed as well. So really drill down, dig deep, and help them experience that core rank in your organization. Number 4, I want to praise people. So plugged in, paid out, promoted, and praised. Because, you know, I believe that recognition is free to give, but the results are priceless. Grown men die for it, and babies cry for it. You know, it's free to give, and the results, it's just so amazing what it will start to do. And when you are really praising, especially those activities that you want to see duplicate, people will want to do that in their own organizations. The other thing I really want to leave with you is this. Do you think about this? Every plant, every animal, everything on this earth was designed to duplicate, to recreate itself. And when you make the main purpose, the occupation that you have in your network marketing business, to recreate yourself, not for people to be you, but to be where you just were, and to help people believe that I can do that. And to believe, that is the spirit of network marketing, is to say that if I can do it, you can do it as well. But people have got to have a system that they can follow. And again, it's so important that you get under your people, but as we've heard here today, that it's so important that you give them independence. That is the greatest gift that you can give someone in network marketing, when they can stand up and feel like they are independent from you. And I always raise my people in my organization to do just that, to be independent of me, because you want to create this residual walk-away income. And if you are always taking care of everybody, as we've all heard here as well, you've simply created for yourself a high-paying job. So make sure that you're really using those systems that you have in your organization. The other thing that we just heard is you've got to believe. You've got to make a decision. I can tell you the life that many of us are living here on this stage, it would probably not have been possible if not for network marketing. Where else but network marketing could someone like me, with a PhD, a public high school diploma and 2 years of college, who was, a teenage mother living in a 40-foot travel trailer, be able to have created this? I have never seen a profession that allows, whether you have come from Yale or from jail, for you to achieve the most incredible, lofty goals of your heart's desire. It truly is the great equalizer. And that's why I know that Eric and Marina are pouring all of this into you, because this is possible for you, not just for the other people that you see walk across stage, but that it's possible for you. And I want you to believe it, because I can tell you that we believe in you. So with that, we wish you all the success that you believe you deserve and are willing to work for.
Give him a round of applause. Thank you. All right, Jeremy.
All right, well, I'm gonna disclose a little bit here for those that don't know me well. I didn't make it to college. I barely made it through high school. I also was probably the most introverted person you've known for when you were growing up. I didn't have a lot of friends. I had a speech impediment as well. And my biggest fear of even getting into this industry was the fact that one day I'm gonna have to actually guide people. I'm gonna have to coach people. I'm gonna have to actually maybe one day even get on stage like I am now. Some of you know my story about my worst fear in the world was actually public speaking. And literally almost walked away from the industry because it was so hard for me to public speak, so difficult. But other things when I first started too was that I had no money coming in at all. I'd had an injury. My left arm was half the size of my right arm when I joined in this industry. I had so much pain. I was under so many pain meds I was trying to deal with and ways to be able to solve that problem. But on top of that, trying to keep my head straight to be able to build and grow and to become an amazing person in this industry at the same time, with no resources, no money, no one really to believe in me except for my sponsor, except for the person that will look at me and go, you know what, Jeremy, I see potential in you and you can do this. And over time, as I saw that type of love and care come into me, which helped develop my entire future, it changed everything in my life. I'm gonna come back to that 5 again. You have that potential to help people that are in your 5 right now. You can care and you can support them and you can help them develop better than you think you ever could. You have that ability. But just like you're finding as well, as everyone's talking about on duplication here, eventually you're gonna have to walk away from each of the 5 a little bit so they can be on their own and that they can grow and develop. And it was the hardest thing for me when my sponsor wasn't there anymore. But it was the best thing for me. That's when my business completely exploded. That is when I went to the highest levels in our company and started taking other people to those highest levels as well. So keep that in mind no matter where you're at and what you're growing through or what you're up against. We all have challenges. We all have obstacles. It's about the journey. And it's about thinking about the people that are in your 5 right now that you can help go through that exact same journey. You should know what their goals are, what they want to accomplish, what their drawbacks are. Each of my 5 are always they're completely different people, completely different backgrounds, sometimes live in different countries, different time zones. But you should know that better than anyone. And as you focus in on them, because you know what? It's not your story anymore. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about those 5 that you're focusing in on. And you use your same skills that you develop relationships, friendships, marriages with, and you use that with your 5. And you care about them more than you care about your own check. You care about theirs. And that's the key. And over time, yours is going to grow outrageous anyways, as long as you're focusing in on those. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Well done. Jeff.
So I would say this. Life either happens by accident or by design. Jim Rohn used to always say, it's not the blowing of the wind, but the setting of the sail that will determine where you will go. And all of you, all over the world, 40,000 of you have decided to live life by design and not by accident. I'm standing, I can't even believe I'm standing on this stage right now. 7 years ago, if you would have told me that I'd be standing here today, I would have told you you were absolutely nuts. Nuts. But I decided, just like you, to design my life. John Addison always says that decision, you've heard that a lot, right? Decision. He says suicide, homicide, genocide, all these words that end with side means the death of something. So to decide means the death of your excuses. Excuses don't make money. Action and activity make money. And I will tell you this, I have a beautiful 3-year-old, almost 3-year-old daughter named Charlotte Rose, and she can easily be an excuse. But you know what? I would suggest to you, I would encourage you to stop making excuses and to start using those children, those things that you have in your life as the reason. Charlotte is my reason. So when you look at this business and you get up every day and something's going to hit you every day, there's always something. We wait for the perfect time. Life never gives you a perfect time. So decide to go pro, which all of you have already done. Decide you're going to learn how to create those systems and those tools and make those assignments and do all of that to give your team the best chance to succeed. And then go to work, take action. And make sure you're around long enough to see the fruits of your labor, because you don't see the fruit the day you plant the seed. That's all I've got for you. I always say it's never too late to dream, so go out and get it. Thanks.
I want you guys to take a moment and just think about where you are right now in your life. Think about everything that you want. Think about your goals. Think about your family. Think about what your life is going to be like in the next year if you decide to commit. You have to decide to take your life to the next level. Not your upline, not your sponsor. You have to decide. You have to make a decision. You see, years ago, if you were to tell me that I would be on the stage, I would just literally laugh in your face. I'm someone that moved to the U.S. with $257 in my pocket, clean toilets to pay my way through college, work construction to be able to take care of my family. Fast forward years later, becoming a multiple 7-figure earner in my company, I never thought that would have been possible. I wish I'd started dreaming earlier, started dreaming bigger a lot sooner. You have the opportunity to take your life to the next level, but you have to make a decision to go to the next level. You have to commit to your personal development. It's not just about the money. It's about the person that you have to become to be able to get the money, to be able to live in the house that you want, to be able to send your kids in private school, to be able to do all those things that you want to do because you decided to grow. You decided to become a professional. This is not just about a dollar. This is not just about, the fancy cars, but it's about the person that you got to develop to become that person that's also going to be able to lead other people. Someone is waiting for you to guide them and show them how to take their life to the next level. Don't just sit at home and wish and look at some of these leaders here and say, I can't be that person. Guess what? You have to decide to introduce the world to yourself. You have to decide to introduce the world to you. Make that decision and follow through. When you make that decision, that's the hardest part. Just by you making that decision, you follow through on that decision, I promise you, your whole life is going to change if you stay committed, if you focus on your growth, if you focus on helping your team go to the next level. Decide to go pro. See you guys soon.
Well done.
Well, happy, beautiful evening. Albert Einstein was a pretty smart guy, and he said, you know, nothing happens until something moves. So you think about the metaphor or the acronym ACTS. We've got to take action. We've got to create campaigns. We've got to have the tools. We've got to have the systems. And notice what you're getting here. You should be getting inspired to act. I like the willing, coachable, and as Les Brown says, you got to be hungry. Now, whose hunger has increased just watching today? You know, Eric Worre, famous quote, he was, you know, asked way back when, if you could do it different, what would you do? I would have believed bigger, faster. That's actually what I think is the biggest thing with this event. You see what's possible, and you see it's possible in your demographic. It doesn't matter who you are, your demographic is represented by someone who is profoundly successful in this industry. I want you to think about that. You made a decision to get here. That puts you way ahead of everybody else. Heck, I want to throw that on a challenge. I promise you the next 2 days are going to be worth the full price of the ticket. Start campaigning tonight. Change somebody's life tonight. Get them to buy in for tomorrow. The next day, I might drive the technical support crazy. They have been beyond epic. What they have done is so amazing, and they'll continue to do it. You've almost wrapped up 1 day of great content. There are 2 more great days of content. If you just got today, raise your hand if your life has changed for the better. Just smile and wave. Now you can give someone double that blessing for tomorrow and Sunday, and I think we should do that, right? Some people have a problem with money. They don't like the term the fortune is in the follow-up. The blessings are in the follow-up. So let's bless the world. Let's double the numbers. Good night. God bless.
Everybody give these guys a big round of applause. Thank you, everybody. Let's head out this way. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Jimmy, come on out.
I almost keep missing my entrances because I am backstage feverishly taking notes. Duplication, what I love so much, again, about this event is that you have amazing people and leaders like this that are just so generous with their knowledge and with their stories. And duplication is really what makes this different than any other profession. And it is a way to build up leaders and to have your business move away from you as you watch other people build up, and it's so amazing. So I just, again, want to thank everybody in that round table for just sharing and just being so honest. We have a very special moment coming up tonight, one of my favorite parts of this event every year. Jim Rohn talks about his mentor told him that a great goal for him would be to earn $1 million. And it wasn't about the money. And Ashton even said it when he was talking just now. It's because who you have to become in order to earn $1 million in this profession. So we have coming up here the $1 Million Hall of Fame presentation. And we want to share a little video as we get started right now.
Take every word top of the mountain. Yeah, we float away to the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain. The higher you get, the further the fall. I didn't come all this way for me to lose. Ooh, for the people that said that I couldn't do it, I take every word, burn it like fluid. Just a red light running right through it. I do it, I do it. For my people, for my team, for anybody trying to give a dream. Back in the day when it was just a dream. Now look at me, on top of the mountain. Yeah, we float away to the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage the most powerful couple in network marketing, Eric and Marina Worre.
Hey, 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 hey. All right. We've got some very special people to recognize, and I want, as you're watching this, for every single one of you to see yourself on this stage, achieving this award, being recognized by your peers as $1 million a year earner in this profession. All right, so let's get it started. We got The Voice who's going to be bringing them out, and we're going to be giving them their awards. So as they come out, give them a big round of applause. This is a huge accomplishment. All right, let's hit it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the first person into the $1 Million Hall of Fame, Kat Aragon.
Congratulations. Well done.
Hi. Oh my gosh, this is the craziest feeling. It's a massive live, right? Hi, thank you guys so much. I just want to thank you guys, seriously, because for the longest time, I sat here and hid my success. For a long time, I actually thought it was servant leadership to hide my success in network marketing, and I think I got that a little confused, a little backwards. In the end, I realized that if it wasn't for network marketing, I wouldn't be where I was with my family. And so I need to spread that more. I need to not hide behind that success and actually show people that, somebody they might know actually can do this. So thank you guys. And thank you to my family, my friend, and my crew.
Kat Aragon, everybody. Well done, well done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next person into the $1 Million Hall of Fame, Chris Brown. What's going on?
Hey, Chris. Come on in here. Wait a minute.
First and foremost, I would like to thank God, my kids, Chris and Bailey, I love you, and my mentor, Stormy Wellington. There's no way in the world I'll be here without you. I love you. And my whole team back in Los Angeles, it's time to turn up. See you next year. Eric and Marina, you guys are the best. Thank you.
Well done, well done, well done, well done. Take it with you.
And next we have a power couple into the $1 Million Hall of Fame, Lynette and Brandon Cunningham.
Hey, stud.
Unbelievable. Wow. We out here?
Right here, right here.
Oh, right here, okay. Thank you guys for this. This is incredible. Absolutely for putting this together. The boss is back at home. She sent me out here to fetch this award for her. I'm just the sidekick, but for a lot of people, this represents an income. For me, this represents a profession that it doesn't matter where you come from, where you start. This represents what's possible if you want change. That's what this represents to me. So I appreciate everything you guys do for this profession. It's the profession to be in. And couldn't do this without the team. We're so thankful for all of you. And this also represents what's possible for you guys. I can't wait till all of you back home and the team around the world get one of these. Thank you guys so much.
Well done, well done.
The next person into the $1 Million Hall of Fame is Angel Flores.
Wow, I'm very happy to be here with GoPro. Basically, I am very thankful. I want to tell you something. I have a mentor that showed me the way. Thanks a lot, Arma Puyol, for all your help, for the guidance, and every teaching that you give me. Okay, you have been a piece of very importance in my life, and you changed my life. That's for sure. My family, I love you, my family, everywhere you are. And I gotta tell you something. Thanks to all the people that are part of the organization that make this possible. You don't do this alone. You have to have a great team. Thanks for everything, Marina, and my friend,
yes,
Eric Worry. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much. Well done, well done.
And next to be inducted into the Hall of Fame is Rick Geralds.
Hey, right here.
Wow. Hey, feeling really humbled and excited about getting this, but I got to tell you, the people that are in my group back home and all around the world, this is yours. You guys earned this. And, you know, thank you so much, Eric and Marina, for putting this on, because this is so good for our industry to get the stories out there, the winning stories. And, you know, just to close out with a couple of things. One, I want to thank my family, my wife, my kids. Thank you for loving my kids the way you do, honey. And the last thing, you know, I remember when I was younger and single, I would have these women come up to me and they would say things like, you know, Rick, I just can't find me a good man. And I would look at them and I would kind of ponder and I'd say, you can't find yourself a good man? You got to start being the right woman. And in leadership, you got to start being the right leader to attract the right leaders. Okay? So that's my lesson for you today. Take this home and understand that it's all about the personal growth. It's all about you becoming a better person. Thank you. God bless you.
You're very well. Take it out this way. There you go. Well done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next person to be inducted into the $1 Million Hall of Fame, Jose Gabriel Martinez.
Congratulations. Well done, well done.
I am very happy and grateful to be here. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Eric. Also, thank you to my mentors and to my team. This is, you recognize. And I only want to say that you have to have a goal, a big goal, that you can sleep and stay focused, and next year you can be here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next person inducted into the $1 Million Hall of Fame is Jen Melendez.
Hey. Congratulations.
Wow, what an honor. Thank you so much, Eric and Marina, for this one. This award is not just about the income that I made, but it's more of the person I've become towards striving my purpose. As a registered nurse, my passion is to take care of people. And network marketing gives me a huge platform to expand my horizon and to take care of more people globally. I would like to thank Dave and Joyce for this opportunity. To my leaders and mentors, thank you so much for believing in me and supporting me. Thank you so much to my family, my parents, my lovely daughter, D'Angela, and Dario, my husband, and of course, to my amazing team in the Philippines and all over the world. I'm sharing this award with all of you. Maraming salamat at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Well done.
And the next person to come into the $1 Million Hall of Fame is Carla Neal Pierce.
Get in here, sister. How are you?
First, I want to thank God for his grace and favor. Thank you to my supportive family, to my son. This is our legacy. I love you. To our founders, our corporate team, I thank you. To my uplines, I thank you. To Eric and Marina, thank you for this platform that you've given us all to grow, to become better in a safe environment, non-competitive environment. And you grow. This is an environment where you grow and you get better. To anybody, to any divorced mom, any single mom, anybody that life has thrown a curveball to, understand, embrace your journey. There is life after whatever you have going on. I'm living proof of it. And to everyone, oh, my pink family, I love you. My pink family, I love you. And to everyone, listen, your dreams can become a reality. It begins and it ends with you. Get rid of the stinking thinking. Shift your mindset. Dream bigger. All things are possible.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Proud of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome into the $1 Million Hall of Fame, Dr. Chi Nguyen.
Hello, everybody. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here at this great event. And I want to thank our CEOs and my friend John for sharing this amazing opportunity with me. And last but least, I want to thank each and every member of our company for really doing everything possible to change lives. And one last thing I want to share with each and every one of you is this. Focus on really lifting people up and empowering them with the ability to have success. And when you do that, everything else will happen with you. So thank you very much.
Next to be inducted into the $1 Million Hall of Fame is Paloma Kareem Sansores Rodriguez.
Wow, it's heavy. Wow, I'm just so grateful to be here. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Marina. It's amazing what you have done. To my mentors, to my incredible team that's watching from Latino America. Que vivan los Latinos! Let's go. To my father, who right now he's in the hospital, and I know he's gonna be out of there. I love you, Father. I love you, Mom. And just, I can tell you something. If I am here, it's because all of you can be here and you deserve better. So never settle down for anything less than you're worth it. All the glory to God, and just keep moving. Doesn't matter where you are right now. If you keep moving, if you keep walking, you are gonna make it. It takes faith, perseverance, persistence, and continuous action. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Well done, well done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next into the $1 Million Hall of Fame, it's Cherie Ross.
Good to see you.
Come on, get it, girl.
Hey, everyone. I'd like to thank our benevolent creator, of course, Eric and Marina. I'd like to thank all the network marketing companies and all the leaders in this exquisite profession. And of course, my own leaders and up-and-coming leaders in our organization, because it takes a whole lot of us leading and mentoring a whole lot of people to make the changes that are needed in our world. I was very broken and damaged and ill when I came into my company. And one of my amazing leader mentors said something to me that I'm going to share that message with you right now. I believe in you. I believe in your hopes and your dreams and that which is inside of you that is yet to manifest. Right now, you may not believe in yourself. So you hold on to our belief in you until you get there yourself, because we believe in what you're here to do. We've got a world to change, and it's going to take all of us. Together, we are more powerful than ever, and together, we are making a positive impact on our world. Thank you.
Well done, well done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next into the $1 Million Hall of Fame, Julie Stallings.
This would not be possible without three things: team, family, and founders. Team Heart and Soul, all of you out there watching, every single one of you was a part of making this happen, and I value every single one of you so much. For my family, their love and support for me over the years, for anything I do, I'm extremely thankful for that. And I'm so thankful to the founders of our company who are helping us change people's lives. And if I can add another, Eric and Marina, thank you for giving an average little girl from Ohio, giving me a chance to grow up and be on this stage. And for the record, I didn't give assignments.
Ah, well, see, you can get there any way you want.
Just imagine what next year's
Imagine
gonna
once
be
you
like.
started doing assignments, you'll get to $1 million a month in no time. Give her a round of applause, everybody. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage and into the $1 Million Hall of Fame, Sarah and Tony Zalecki.
There we go. Well done, well done. Hi, brother.
Thank you, and I love you.
I love you too, man.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Oh my gosh, well, it's very humbling. It's very humbling. But I will tell you, we envisioned this moment for a while. Day after day after day after day. And we created a vision. And we cast it out there. And we ran like the wind. And you know what? We did it. We are so grateful, Marina and Eric. We are so grateful for you. We are so indebted. Our family is forever changed because of you. Because of you.
You know, I want to give a special thanks to all our family, our friends, and our mentors. I mean, along the way, they believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves. And they poured into us and they whispered in our ear and they said, you can do this and you're amazing and keep going and you got it. And we're forever so grateful. We also want to thank our amazing company. And last but not least, we want to thank the most amazing team in the profession, our team. They're watching on these screens from all over the world. We want to tell you we love you. We want to tell you we appreciate you. And we want to tell you that we wouldn't be here today in taking this award if it wasn't for you. So this is a team win. We love you and we thank you. God bless.
Well done, well
Love
done.
you, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple of people we want to honor and welcome into the Hall of Fame that couldn't make it to Las Vegas. So please put your hands together for Tyronica Carter, Kat Fairchild, Marielle Filippone, Isidro and Lily Luna, Manuel and Roman Narot, Alan Noble, Justin Owens, Marie Kim Provencher, Danelle Rich, and finally Bryce Thompson.
All right. What are we doing?
You've done it, day one. Ladies and gentlemen, you've done it. You got through day one. How are you feeling right now? I'm looking at you right now. I want to know.